happily do your planting. If you are in an area where we say that the duration, that's the length of rainy season, will be shorter than normal. Take, for instance, our prediction shows that in some parts of the north, like Yobe, Kano, and even some parts of Cross River, the length of the rainy season will be shorter than normal. So it means that you should use early maturing varieties. That's for agriculture. We also have talked about frequent dry spells, particularly in the north. So you can therefore think of irrigation. So if you didn't know and you move into this, of course you have huge losses in terms of what you planted and so on. The other areas, of course, is in the area of hydroelectric power generation. Our hydroelectric power generation depends on river flow. River flow, in turn, depends on how much rain that is coming down. And so, based on the information we give, those that operate dams and hydroelectric power stations can plan their activities for optimum performance of their systems. Then we look at construction industry. A number of people in the construction industry do come to us for inquiry. For so and so place, please can you tell us when the rains will start and when it will stop? And I have told you that this year we covered 372 cities, villages, and towns, as against 119 that we did last year. So if you won a contract to build a road somewhere, based on the information, you can now tell the best time for you to mobilize materials and resources, your equipment, materials, and resources. If you did not know, you could move in at the wrong time and the rains will wash away what you have done in construction industry.
What should government at various levels, what should they be doing right now and to avert any dire consequences of this year's prediction?
We refer to this seasonal rainfall prediction as one of our early warning products for disaster risk reduction, for weather disaster risk reduction. We keep emphasizing that. So in the workshop, in the training workshop we are going to organizing, we'll teach people what to do. If you are in agriculture, for instance, government should now be prepared to say, okay, in my area, in my state, some areas would experience shorter than normal length of rainy season. So the people in agriculture can now do what they should do. If you are in an area where we are expecting frequent dry spells, you can take precautions, you can mobilize. If you are also in an area where the amount of rainfall that you're expecting is high, you can also take precaution in case there is flash flood, because these flash floods do occur. Especially, just like we have shown, that some areas in the north particularly will have shorter than normal rainfall, and yet the rainfall amount is the same as the normal values. So which means that the rain would, the amount of rainfall you have would squeeze into a shorter time. And that is high intensity rainfall that may give rise to flash floods. So this is the kind of precautions state governments should take. And I'd like to mention that we presented the seasonal rainfall prediction on the 4th of March, that was Tuesday. The following morning, Wednesday, I personally dispatched copies, 10 copies each of this SRP to each government, each state in this country. We have dispatched copies of it to the state governors for them to mobilize people in agriculture, people in environment, water resources management, tourism, sports. Weather affects everything. So based on the information we have, I believe that those state governors would do what they should do. Again, talking about temperature, by the way, we have also introduced, and that's a new thing, we have introduced what we call comfort index. Comfort index measures how comfortable, as it were, a human being feels. In calculating comfort index, we combine temperature and the relative humidity to arrive at comfort index. And we have seen that during the hot season, that's between January and April, most areas will be in the north would experience higher temperatures than the normal temperature, and therefore the level of comfort will be low in those areas. And it is also significant for health. For health, again, talking about what state government should do. In those areas where we're expecting higher than normal temperature, then those in the health sector at the state level should take precautions to know that probability of heat-related conditions might increase, like cerebrospinal meningitis may be more prevalent. So based on this information, state government should now mobilize, get their drugs ready, get what they need to treat people ready, get precautionary, and educate people on what to do, what symptoms to watch out for. So these are all the applications of the SRP.
Thank you for coming to the
Thank
program.
you. God bless you.
Thank you for your mails. Keep them coming by sending your comments and views to the address and Twitter handle on your screen. And see you next time.